These dogs spend their whole day in these tiny little crates in the adoption center and get to go outside for about an hour a day. When they do get to go outside, they're so excited, happy, and they're just excited to be outside with people, being loved and playing. Adoption centers do an amazing thing in taking care of these animals, but what we want to do at Paws is give them a permanent home. The number one reason people say that they don't adopt dogs at the shelter is that they simply don't have the time, and they feel like it's irresponsible to adopt a dog when they're so busy. With people working more hours than ever, and especially in a fast-paced city like LA, our app will make adoption more feasible for people. With the trustworthiness, low cost, and convenience, we hope to inspire adoption and save hundreds of dogs. So now you know why we're doing this. We're Paws, and my name is Tyler.
I'm Elisa.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Brian.
Our mission is to take the work out of owning a dog by providing professional, accessible, and trustworthy dog sitters. We're so passionate about this cause that not only are we hoping to inspire people to adopt, but we're also kicking back 5% of all of our proceeds to local adoption centers in LA. That means if we expand to other cities, we're always going to keep the funds locally so people feel like they're giving back to their own community. Now Lisa will talk about the interface of our app.
On the top left-hand side of the page, you have your main menu with your profile, your payment, you can share, and your settings as well. And then we go to choosing a sitter. So our partners, which we call them, are right here. So you can choose who's near you. You can see if they have a background check, how old they are, how many stars they have, what they're all about. You could also do in the settings, have a list of the sitters and compare them to one another. And then you can also see the full profile of the sitter. So you see the background check, you see the stars, you see the ratings, their experience with us and dog sitting in general. And you could contact them through our messaging interface and also see their resume. So once you request a sitter, they're on their way, your partner is on their way, you can contact them from here, and you can see where they are compared to where you are. And to sign up to be a partner, PAW partner, you click on this little paw on the right-hand side, and you can click you can sign up on the app, or you can sign up on our website's interface as well. We do background checks and in-person interviews to make sure everyone's trustworthy, everyone's ready to be your dog sitter. We also have a website interface for just bigger interface for people, more profiles, and we're so great, even Ryan Gosling wants to be a paw sitter. And I think you got an idea of our creative theme, but here's it laid out. Clean, simple, lavender, because that's not a lot of apps right now, and Paws.
Charging $12 an hour for walks and $40 a night for overnight stays. We're keeping 15% for ourselves, and as I said before, donating 5% to local centers. As you can see our profit over hourly and nightly, and then also our donation rate. This leaves $10 for our sitters and $32 for overnight, which is really competitive pricing. So how we really got to our forecasted sales is we did some research and discovered there are 367,000 dog owners in Los Angeles. We then broke our clients into two groups. People who will use the app 5 days a week for hourly walks, and people that will use the app one weekend a month for trips. Of course, some people will use it more, some will use it less, and we're not taking into account 1 to 2 week vacations, which will also be a part of that. We're also forecasting that 2% of dog owners in LA will use our app in the first year, and we'll have a 15% growth rate over the 3 years as Paws gets a reputation and people talk about how awesome our app is. Now Casey will talk about product positioning.
All right, so for our product positioning chart, we decided to compare our competitors based on the aspects of convenience and value. Value is based upon the price, what services they provide, and whether or not you get to choose your dog owner or dog sitter. We then broke our competition up into 3 categories. The first one is luxury doggy daycare services, where you physically have to drive and drop off your pet, and they usually cost a little bit more. The next group are online websites, where they only offer online overnight stays, but you don't get to have the luxury of choosing your own pet sitter. And then, or you do, sorry, I misspoke. They only offer online, but you do get to choose your pet sitter. And then finally, the last group are companies that will send a representative to walk your dog. The standard price seems to be about $20 for a 30-minute walk, so we come in way below that. And so the target that we're trying to dominate is this quadrant right up here. We want Paws to be a high quality, affordable, and very convenient service for people to use. And the reason we are rated so highly in convenience is because not only will we come to you, but we are the only dog service that does provide an app. So if you do need a last-minute dog sitter, we are just a click away. Now I will begin to talk about our target market. The audience we are trying to capture with this is young, busy, hardworking professionals who just don't have the time to give the attention to their dog that it deserves. Our target age range is 23 to 45 years old because our research indicated that that was the range that had the highest dog rating or dog ownership rating. And finally, we're looking to target people who have some form of disposable income. As I'm sure you all know, it is very expensive to own a dog, and therefore we're trying to target people who have some form of steady income. And now we are going to show our consumer insight video. What we did for our consumer insight was we spent an entire Saturday down at the Playa Vista Dog Park, just located right beneath the bluff. And we interviewed a lot of dog owners to see what they look for when they are hiring a pet sitter and how we can make it. And okay.
Mystery pets.
Energetic, uber friendly, and a loner.
Bonkers.
Happy. Just making sure that whoever it is, it's somebody that we can trust. I guess that's the biggest thing, and they know the dog's patterns and habits.
Yeah, we definitely, I think our biggest concern is trust and having a stranger in our house.
That she's getting walked and that she's getting watched properly.
Trust is huge. That's the biggest thing. They're in our house. They're with our biggest possession.
So the main thing that we took away from this is that dog owners are just looking for someone that they can trust. They don't want strangers in their house. They want qualified people in a convenient and easy to use format. And ultimately, they just want their dogs to be happy, and that's what we want as well. And now Brian is going to tell you about our media strategy.
For our media strategy, we're going to use market penetration, so getting those people who already use dog sitters onto our app. We're also doing product development, so introducing a new app and trying to revolutionize the way people think about dog sitting. We're going to do relationship selling too, so we want loyal customers and build a strong base so they can tell their friends and tell our story to their friends. We're going to do reminder promotion too, so maybe you forgot to feed your dog today, you didn't take him out on the walk, he's home alone. So we're going to tap into those emotions and promote our product that way. And we're going to do owned and paid media. Most of the owned media will be online and social media stuff, and paid media will be advertising and ads. So I'll pass it on to Lisa.
So now we're going to talk about our Paws Perks, which is our promotional products. First, we have our doggy bag. That's going to be in all Los Angeles parks and dog parks. We're literally putting our brand in the hand of the consumer. And we have our dog toys here that all the partners are going to have and give out to our customers and give them to people who are at the dog parks as well. And then we have our cool little Paws hoodie over here that you can buy online, and your dog can look super fly in it. Along with the doggy bags, we're going to have bus advertising, so on local Los Angeles buses. This is the campaign that we're doing. It's we're this happy dog, we're not this sad dog. So we're promoting our brand with this funny little thing and saying we're going to make your dog happy and you happy. And for print, we're going to stay local as well. We're going to do Los Angeles Times and Los Angeles Magazine. And this is more just like a brand notification, kind of getting our brand out there sort of ad. And these are the examples of it in web version on the websites. Now media scheduling with Tyler.
Okay, so Paws is set to launch in March, and we'll be using January and February to build up to that launch. January will be all about website and social media content development and launch. We'll be doing a private launch to work out any bugs in the system. And then February will be all about producing our YouTube video and manufacturing those Paws perks that Elisa was just talking about. As far as our media scheduling goes, we really want to come out with a bang in March and wow everybody. So we'll be doing the print ads that Elisa was talking about locally, and then a geo-targeted local LA masthead on YouTube. And then we'll also be launching all of our continuous media with social media, Facebook cost per click, and then the promotional items that Lisa said. This just really outlines the cost of everything we'll be doing. We're working with a $2 million regional budget, and we're saving $170,000 in the bank just for any adjustments we need to make or any unforeseen costs. Now Lisa will talk about social media.
So for social media, our main platform is going to be Facebook. This is our Facebook page, and we're going to do posts that are very engaging, interactive, informative, and funny. So, we're going to promote our other social media sites. We're going to promote our sitters with Paws spotlights. We're going to promote our app itself and our products, and do funny pictures of dogs in costumes and stuff like that. For Facebook advertising, we're going to stick to newsfeed advertising, so it's right in your face with the sponsored ads, and we're also going to do the side right ads for more brand recognition advertising for people to like the page. With Twitter, it's the same kind of thing. Updates on the product. And we're also going to do live tweeting with our partners. So give the partners a chance to, live tweet their sitting and talk about, what the dogs are doing that day and what they're doing with the dogs. Same with Instagram. We're going to make sure the partners all take pictures while they're sitting the dogs. We're also going to promote our products with, funny hashtags like Paws for Poop for our dog bags, and puppy hoodies and Paws perks. We're also going to use the hashtag dogs of Instagram, which is a very popular hashtag, to get more audience and more recognition of our brand. Now KPIs with Brian.
Okay, we're going to look at the number of downloads, the time spent on the app, where you spend it. We're going to be able to locate you too. We're going to be monitoring all the media sites, like Elisa said, anything from Twitter conversations to the search bar in Google. And rating in the App Store will be big. We're aiming for 5 stars because we're going to be really popular. We're going to have behavioral indicators too. Our customer reviews, there'll be an in-app section where customers can talk back to us. We're also going to try to enable connections. So we're going to learn from beta testing just to make our app more smoother and have that continued conversation with our customers. We're going to do experiential events to gain perspective like we did. We went to dog park and talked directly to our customers. And we're going to, at the end of the day, we're going to connect dog lovers with other dog lovers, which is great. We're also going to have attitudinal indicators. So the first 3 words that come to mind when we think about Paws: caring, safe, responsible. Trust is a driving force to all these indicators. And at the end of the day, we want people to have a peaceful state of mind and know that their dog is safe in our hands. For the future of Paws, we're going to be expanding to different cities once we establish our brand. We're going to include other pets like cats. We're also going to start a nationwide nonprofit organization for pet adoption. That's a big reason why we're here. And we're also going to have sponsorships from famous Instagram dogs, like as the one you see below. And on behalf of all of us, we would like to thank you. Aww. And before you leave, I want you to pause and think about your dog.
Loved the Facebook posts, and I thought that using Facebook, because people love to put pictures of their pets on, I thought that was great. My question was, how do you get from getting cut out by the dog sitters? So like a dog sitter comes in, they start getting paid $12 an hour, and they say, hey, listen, we'll just cut out Paws, and I'll just do it direct.
Yeah, we've thought about that as an issue. We have it so like your credit card information is in the app, so as soon as you say request sitter, the sitter, you get charged right away, and then you have like a 24-hour time frame to cancel if you like talk to the person you don't really think that you want to have your dog with them. So that was our way of cutting out that type of immediate connection, but into the future that would be something that would be hard to control. So we've thought about that, but we haven't exactly come up with a way to control that long term.
But we're also building a brand, so if you just trust any person who takes care of your dog, it's kind of sketchy. But with us, you can trust the person we're giving you.
Yeah, and like not that the person isn't always available necessarily. So if that person isn't available, then you could use Paws again for another sitter who's just as good.
Yeah, and it's that emphasis on the instantaneous, like request a sitter now. I need them in like 5 minutes to walk my dog. So the interface and the technology like that kind of I think speaks to that.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I have one. I'm a little concerned about the size of your market budget. How many pet sitting occasions would you have to have in a year to cover $2 million out of the margin?
2 million?
Didn't you say 2 million was your budget?
Million? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we just how we came up with our forecasted sales was we did 367,000. Do you want to go back to that slide?
Yeah.
367,000 dog owners in Los Angeles, and then we forecasted that 2% of them would use our app. So we felt that that was pretty modest, and So 2% of them would be using it hourly, once a week, hourly for a walk, and 2% would be using it overnight stay for like 2 nights a month. And then we get a $6 profit from every night, and we get a $150 profit from every hour. So that ends up being, I mean, it's not exact because we don't really know, but that was just what we ended up with, and I don't know, I thought it was, we had a logical way
that's
of.
fine. It's a very good explanation.
Okay.
I didn't remember this one when you got to the $2 million.
Oh, it's 2 million, not 2 billion.
Not billion, no.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not there yet.
Yeah. So when you do the math, you end up with about like almost 5 million. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought definitely someone has a UX design career in their future. It was very well done. I really like the Ryan Gosling Premium. It seemed like $12 versus $20. It's a good markup.
He charges more.
Excellent. And great extensions through the promotional items. It's really smart. To build on Eric's comments, it looks like you have a really good understanding of the different social platforms and how to best utilize them. I'm curious as to why you are going out of the gate with a YouTube masthead buy. Those are pretty expensive.
Well, we just want to like really come out full force, and we're doing a geo-targeted masthead, so it'll only be in LA. So it's not like random people who don't even know what Paws is would see it other places. And we're working. We want to develop like a really. We didn't develop the video, but we want to develop like a really cute, funny advertisement that's not exactly like it's not in your face, that it's an ad, kind of. And we wanted to display that and kind of show off like that we're fun and like, I don't know.
We wanted to make a video that would help aspire to our pet adoption, so going into pet agencies and showing what it's like there.
And for the masthead, I think we had it in our budget, so we went for it kind of thing, and made sure we had geo-targeted, so we're not, like she said.
Great.
Like it was seemed better than like a commercial maybe, because it's just anybody can view it at any time.
One more. Yeah, I had a question. I wanted to understand why you limited this to pet adoptions. I have 4 dogs, and they're all rescue dogs. But my next door neighbor has dogs as well, and they're not rescue dogs. And I don't know why you cut out of the market just the whole dog owning population and not necessarily key it toward rescues. I was a little thrown off about that.
Anybody can use the app. It's not like just for rescue dogs to use the app. That's just like what we're giving back to. Our cause, our why is to try to help with pet adoption. But anybody can use the app if you have a rescue dog or if you got your dog from a breeder or something. Was that your question?
Yeah, it is my question. The final question is, do I have to go home in order to meet the person who's going to walk my dog?
No, we kind of decided to leave that more to like a communication between the sitter and the person who's hiring the sitter. Like if you feel comfortable leaving a key under the mat for somebody to go pick up your dog, then that's like kind of your prerogative. Like we wanted to kind of leave it so they can almost have like a little bit of their own business with this. And we thought about that because we want people to be able to trust the app and know that there's not random people in their house. So yeah, it's
probably going to be based on a pickup delivery system of the dog. So that was one of the things that totally came up. And first we thought, maybe they could be at the house, and then a lot of consumer insight was like, no, we don't want dog sitters in our house that we don't know. So that's where that came in, and that should just be something we would have to work out.
Great job.
Mm-hmm.
Terrific idea.
Yeah, I do. Great, like you've heard, great job. Loved the concept. I think it's really fantastic what you guys have done. I'd love to get a bit more detail around your thought process between the split between offline media and online media, being that your final product is an app. Mm-hmm. So can you give us a little bit of thought process about how you came up with this?
I think the doggy bags and the bus ads and things like that were just to get our brand out there, like full force in Los Angeles, mm-hmm. and we made sure to keep it really local with the print in the LA Times and the LA Magazine and things like that. So we're hoping that, that seeing that and saying it's a dog app, then someone's going to take their phone, and they're gonna type in Paws, see what this is, and download it.
We also have the website, so you can go on there if you want to look at the small screen of your phone.
Excellent. And did you guys kind of look at the cost of that process happening around, like, someone who sees it on a bus ad, obviously different to seeing it on Facebook or a tweet?
Yeah, we budgeted for all of the bus ads and everything like that. And yeah, it's much more expensive to do the bus ads, obviously,
Right.
but we just thought it would be, because buses are driving, it's just in LA, buses are driving around all the time. I get stuck behind them all the time. But so we just thought that was a good way to, like, we have like a moving advertisement. That's nice.
Try to drive traffic to our online platforms.
Yeah.
Good.